EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for October 3rd, 2022. It is Monday, and we're back to work. Kinsley's Family Market sponsors the Monday video forecast. They are in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Kinsley's is the world's largest ShopRite, and the ShopRite logo means they're all about food, they're all about savings, and they're all about you. Football's in full swing, and Kinsley's has all of your favorite tailgating foods ready to serve, including shrimp platters, vegetable and fruit platters, legendary wings, 6-foot hoagies, and a lot more. Stop in and speak with Kevin, their catering guru, and start tailgating today in style. They are Kinsley's ShopRite, located at 107 Kinsley's Drive in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Monday video forecast. So we have this pesky low that was influencing our weather over the weekend. It's still going to be influencing our weather, at least part of a region today. Okay, not everywhere, but part of the region will have some shower activity. And this low will remain offshore. There's actually, at the same point, I can't really show you this on this image here, but there's a surface low right here. There's an upper level low that is sitting right about here, okay? So this is going to end up dragging this back toward the coast again and consolidating with it once we get to Monday, late tonight and Tuesday. It's going to retrograde toward the coast. At the same time, today anyway, we have this big high pressure sitting, it's kind of a banana high sitting up here that's blocking this low and keeping it, trying to push it offshore and doing its best job doing that. But this upper level low is kind of keeping it close. So there will be some showers in our southeastern areas today, and it could start off in some areas being a little bit sooner than that in the interior. So here's a look at 6 o'clock in the morning on the NAM high res future simulated radar, and I'll move this forward here. Again, today's concentration of shower activity is going to be like down in this area. Okay, so that's generally southeast of I-95. But the areas in the interior are going to try to dry out, and because of where that high pressure is, it's going to be pushing in this direction. You might actually see some sun up in these areas in parts of the day, at least going to mostly cloudy instead of overcast. But in between and further southeast, you're likely overcast today with those temperatures. 56 to 60 is the spread today in temperatures, and it's going to be more like southeast to northwest is the temperature spread. So the southeast, usually it's the opposite. So, but today the cooler temperatures are going to be where the showers are. Mid-50s and then near 60 in the far northwestern areas where we're not expecting precipitation today. As I move this forward, you can see this quickly dissipates this morning, and the shower activity for the interior anyway is over. But when we get in the afternoon and evening, you can see these showers across, persistent showers that are across the Delmarva region where the precipitation will be today. Okay. Now, again, I talked about that low retrograding, and the reason it's going to do that is this high up here is going to erode. So that means this upper level low, which is sitting here, is going to start to lasso this back toward the coast, okay? And by doing that, it's bringing more precipitation back in the forecast that we've already dealt with, right? We already had this on Sunday, and a pretty good soaker of a rain for our southeastern areas on Sunday with this system. But watch this thing move to the west here. This is going to be overnight tonight, and then into Tuesday, you see this moves west. And you get a big slug of rain coming across South Jersey and Delaware. The areas that are getting it today are going to get it even more so tomorrow. But you're going to get some places in the interior, they're going to get some showers as well, and that's going to go through Tuesday night. The question is, how long does this last into Wednesday? I think Wednesday could start off with an early shower, but this is going to be pulling away, and then improving conditions in the afternoon and partial clearing is what we're looking for on Wednesday. So tomorrow, the temperature spread again, 54 to 64 tomorrow. Again, southeastern areas will be closer to the 54. 64 will be up by like Williamsport and our northern, northwestern areas. So the areas that have no precipitation expected here on Tuesday, or very little. This should be mainly southeast of you if you are in Williamsport, but further southeast you should get into some showers. And here's what the NAM has for this overnight activity. Look, you get after midnight tonight, you get this wave moving in west, and it just overspreads the region, gets into eastern Pennsylvania. So this is now northwest of I-95. This is a Tuesday morning, and this just continues to wrap throughout the day. Kind of similar situation like we had on Sunday, okay? And then once we get into the overnight, it starts to taper away, and then it doesn't have anything here, very little, very spotty shower left over here on Monday morning, but we did allow for morning showers and then partial clearing in the afternoon on Wednesday. We'll revisit that in future videos throughout the week today, but this is the general idea. This is from this point forward. This is not what already fell. I know a lot of these areas got 1, 2, 3, maybe even more inches of rain than that down in these areas, but look where the concentration is, right here in our southeastern areas. And along the shore points where you can have an additional 1 to 2 plus inches of rain during this time frame, going all the way through the end of the event. And then that shower activity will still get some areas in the interior, some rain, but it's not a lot. And you see there's a sharp cutoff up here. Okay, you get up here by Williamsport, which is right there, has absolutely nothing. Okay, for this, so that's not. This is a non-event for you up there. So farther northwest you go in our coverage area, the less rain you'll see. Even up places up like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, which is up in these areas. Not really expecting too much here over the next couple days. As when you get further southeast by, or say I-78 and south, you get into at least some activity, some accumulating rainfall. But it's further southeast you go, that increases as you head toward the coast. Okay, so that's a general idea for the next couple of days. Once we get beyond this is going to move offshore, and again, we'll check on that Wednesday morning deal, see if there's any showers left over on Wednesday morning, but it will be at the very least clouds and then giving way to sun later in the day. And then we're expecting a mostly sunny day here on Thursday, and it's going to be turning warmer on Thursday with temperatures getting into the middle 70s in some locations across the region. So it's going to be in the low to mid 70s, I should say, across the entire region. So it's going to be very, very pleasant temperatures coming back here on Thursday with those mostly sunny skies. Still expecting mostly sunny skies here on Friday too, but we do have a cold front approaching. But the cold front here is all the way back here when we get to Friday afternoon, so it's going to take its time to come through. It comes through probably Friday evening, but it is a dry front right now is what it's showing across the region with this coming through. The best forcing is across New England, but this comes through overnight in the evening or overnight on Friday, and then it's going to set up a much cooler weekend as high pressure takes control, and we're having temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So it's going to feel like fall, but it's also going to be partly to mostly sunny. So big difference from last weekend to this weekend with the results, the end result, we're expecting dry conditions throughout the weekend. Actually, from Thursday onward, we're really looking at dry conditions, or the second half of Wednesday onward through Sunday, expecting dry conditions for an extended period, and it might continue going there for a while. There's no systems down the road here that we're kind of watching yet until we get into the middle of the following week, perhaps, or late in the following week. It's going to be another while before we see any precipitation. So we had a long several days here with these persistent pesky showers, and in some cases it was heavier rain. I'll have to deal with that for a couple more days to start the week this week, and then after that, we should be in the clear. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for October 3rd, 2022. Have a great Monday.